Hey everybody, it's me, Slita again. Well, wasn't going to do an energy reading today, but Spirit had other plans. So as I was meditating, one of the things that came up was talking about, or Spirit was talking about living in the horizon. And with the moon that we had last week, a lot of us are gaining a lot of clarity in different aspects of our life. So it's, appropriate that almost roughly about a week from yesterday that this reading is coming through. So as I was shuffling my cards, the number 13 came up and the number 4. So I was like, okay, Spirit, this is what we're doing today. So the first card that I actually pulled out was the 10 of Swords. So immediately what came through is, letting you know that the battle is over. You can seek rest, wisdom, and understanding. And to also not to provoke your heart, but to let it heal. And Spirit also wanted you to know that you're valid. You don't have to seek validation from anybody but yourself. And that to make sure that you change your thoughts and to walk upright. It's all about your posture. That's the feeling that I got, to be proud of who you are. Put your shoulders back, put your chest out, and just be proud of who you are. All right. And the next card that came was the Tower in reverse. Typically I don't do reversals, but lately Spirit has said, let's just go ahead and do reversals. And I was like, all right, cool. So what started coming out, especially for the Tower card, since so many people think, oh my God, it's terrible. No, it really isn't. With this card, and what Spirit was telling me is that you conquered what you feared the most. It was smaller than you thought. And yes, you may have had this hot, cold feeling, but you have to feel your way through that. It's just like before you jump in a pool. Everybody tests the pool out with their toe, and then you have some that just jump in. Me, I'm one of those people that jump in. So why not? And it also wanted you to know that there will no more hurt, no more pain, no more emptiness. And I felt this card to be in Spirit was saying it's more about a relationship. Doesn't matter what type of relationship is you're in or a situationship, that you're surpassed whatever that feeling was. And Spirit was very big on a clarifier, and it brought me to these two cards. And that's why I said, it was dealing with more about the relationship. So here we have the Lovers, and this is for reassurance that that phase has been completed and you are able to move on to your ultimate desire. It's a very pretty card. Like the back. Well, and this is the front. It's very pretty. And then the next card that actually came out was the World card. And since you're being able to go towards your ultimate desire, you have to go to it with strength and courage, because eventually it's going to lead to a new life, a new purpose, a new feeling. Hey, you may be skipping down the street. I don't know if people still skip, but you know what? If you want to skip, just go ahead and skip. Can't nobody tell you how to do you anyway. All right. And then the next card that came out was the 5 of Swords, and actually came out in reverse. And what Spirit was conveying was that you have to learn to pick up what is good for you and recognize that it's good for you. There's so many times that we are scared to pick up new things because it's like, oh my God, it's new. I don't know what to do with it. There's a difference between taking a risk and a calculated risk. So when you listen to your intuition, you listen to what Spirit's telling you, that is a calculated risk. Nothing but good things can come through from a calculated risk when you learn how to trust yourself and you trust your intuition. Funny thing is, Spirit also wanted you to know is that you have to know when you're in your own way, and don't be stubborn. And it gave me this image of a cloud, a really, really thick cloud. And as much as a lot of us want to gain clarity, we can't gain clarity when we are in our own way and therefore have this thick cloud. So guess what? Your ego is not your amigo, and being stubborn is going to keep you clouded, and you want to get to that level of being clear. All right. And then the next card that actually came out was the Ten of Cups. And this, I got such a happy feeling from it, not just from what is depicted on the card itself, but the feeling that it gave to extend and reach for that happiness, to be patient with your flow. You know, just like Bruce Lee says, he's my ultimate favorite, to be like water, be shapeless, be formless, to flow, and do that effortlessly. But you have to be patient with yourself and be patient with the type of flow that you may be starting, because the flow in the beginning, middle, or the end is going to be a different type. But it takes a certain consciousness to recognize that. Spirit also wanted me to let you know that your eyes see it. It's right there in front of you. Just don't be stubborn. Don't be in that cloud. Your cloud will block your view, so then you can't see it. And then for the final word of advice, I shuffled the deck 6 times, and Spirit said for the 20th card to be pulled. And the 20th card that came out was empowerment. And as you can see at the bottom, it says, the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. So that pretty much brought everything together. And just to touch base back on that number 13, and 13 is letting you know that your angels are here to help you manifest your desires. And doing from single numbers, that 1 is individuality, achievement, optimism, leadership, and taking that initiative. Whereas number 3 gives you or represents the spiritual ability to create, but you have to remain focused. In a sense, aligning with the source. So this message is not going to be for everybody, but it's for someone. Take what applies, brown bag it and take it with you. Whatever don't apply, just let it fly. And like I said, with this whole entire reading, the energy for today is living in the horizon. So how many of you are living in your horizon instead of living in somebody else's? Your horizon, the color of it, its effect towards you, it's going to affect you, not everybody. Continue to manifest and put great vibes out in the world. And remember to be a good human, to be kind, and to always seek out the positive, seek out the faith, seek out the hope. But also remember to listen to your intuition, because it will never steer you wrong. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Sunday, and to live life the way you want it to be, not what somebody else has vision for you. And I know with all of the teenagers graduating from high school, starting out on their journey, they need to make sure they find their own way to live the life that they want to live. Not their parents, not their grandparents, not godmothers, not godfathers, some, religious figures. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to listen to yourself. Your spirit will never lead you wrong, and always surround yourself with those that have your best interests at heart. So as I stated, I wish everybody a beautiful day. Stay hydrated because it's hot. And remember to live life positive. Peace.